Well, hello everyone. This is HunterTube back again with yet another review on one of the 80th anniversary items. And this one, we'll be taking a look at one of the new push-alongs. But we'll be taking a look at not just any push-along. Since my Walmart sucks and still hasn't gotten the normal push-alongs yet, hopefully the multi-pack will be coming soon because that is my main advantage of how I'm going to get most of the characters. But today we'll be looking at a very special model. Not the Railway Series one, but another special model. Today we'll be taking a look at the Mattel 80th Ruby Red Thomas. Okay, so first off, before we look at this thing, I know everyone's gonna think like I'm crazy for starting off with this rather than the normal Thomas, but I still haven't found that yet. So we're gonna be reviewing this guy first. And anyway, he's the guy who started, technically it was the motorized 2-pack that started it all, but this was the one that started the entire push-along thing. So it's technically come full circle. But anyway, let's take a look at his box, shall we? So he's got a very special box here, where it's all decked out in like the Mattel red. We've got the iconic Fisher-Price logo up here. Got Thomas and Friends logo up here, but it's in white and red this time. We got the 80th Mattel logo here. We got Metal Collection on the side. Absolutely nothing in the middle except for like the jagged Mattel logo. And then down here we got Thomas's name. It's kind of hard to see it down here because like you're just looking at this on this, because like you're gonna be looking at this on its amazing display cardboard display rack, right? And you're gonna see this, and then you're gonna have to look down here to see Thomas's name. Like, it's very hard to see. They could have put it up here, but I can kind of see why they didn't, because they didn't want to get rid of the cool sort of graphic design style of the Mattel logo and stuff. So I can kind of understand why they put it down there. But yeah, I really like this box. But anyway, we turned it back, and we got absolutely nothing other than a production date of 25th week of 2025. The Thomas Friends logo is known back there. It just says Thomas. Interesting how it doesn't have like any of the other languages, and it's just Thomas. Actually, I'm just looking at this, and there's not as many languages on the back of here as you'd think. There's like, oh no, wait, never mind, there is. There is. Never mind, it's got every language on here. It's just not as prominent in every little detail of the box. But yeah, every language is on here. But yeah, that's enough of the box. What do you say we get this guy out of this special box? Alright, coming in for the unboxing, and this is the part where I'll have to be careful, cause I thought I had 2 gloves left over, but no, I just have 1, because these Ruby trucks have a tendency to have their metallic paint rub off very easily, so that's why I have this glove on, and it's probably going to be on for like the rest of the review. But we're going to open it from the bottom, and we're going to be very careful getting this guy out. I'm going to take these Ruby trucks out with the hand that has the glove on, just so I don't smear the Ruby, the metallic paint. And here he is. Here's the boy. Look at him. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna toss this box. Carefully move these Ruby trucks in the frame. Bring him in the frame. And let's take a closer look at him. And we're gonna be starting by taking a look at Thomas himself. So here is the front of the Ruby Thomas. And I just want to say, out of all the Thomas faces, this is the best one. This right here, this is the best one. is like the most neutral looking expression out of all the faces. He's kind of like looking off to the side there. He's got the nice painted teeth. Like, it's a nice neutral expression. This is the face that should have been on the main Thomas, if anything. But yeah, he's got that nice metallic running board. I don't know if this is gonna rub off. I don't think this is gonna rub off as easily as like the paint on the trucks, but I'm still gonna be careful. But yeah, you can kind of see there. It's got like a bit of a bumpy texture to the plastic. But yeah, that is a nice bright red. I like that. He's got his little lamp. He's got his little buffers painted. Here's the side. This thing is amazing. Wow. I love the metallic parts. This is the thing that makes this one a little more superior than the normal one. And then the nice gold whistles there. But yeah, wow. And then like, yeah, there's the thing where like the side rods look like the Gatling guns from like Cars 2. Honestly, it doesn't stick out as much as I thought. Like, it does stick out, yes. It doesn't stick out as much on this guy because they're like silver. I look at them in person, I thought they'd be a lot thicker, and like because they're a lot thick, because they look a lot thicker in like the videos and stuff. But honestly, it doesn't stick out to me as much as I thought. Yeah, here's the other side. Looks like I didn't get any printing errors, which is nice. I love these nice. Here's a closer look at the wheels, which look very nice. And then the arch here is just slightly off from the wheel, but honestly, that's just a nitpick. It's kind of, it's a bit more off on the motorized, but that's just a nitpick. And then there's the thing where everyone says like a giant gap there, because you look at this and it's like very flush towards the back of the running board. But then you look at this, there's like a huge gap there. I don't know what to think of that, but yeah. And then here's the back, and yeah, I can see it now. The way the back arches in, like how everyone says, that is weird. Why does it do that? Why does it do that? Also, that's a bit misfortunate. There seems to be a paint blemish right there next to the lamp. There's a weird little paint blemish. At least it's on the back where no one's gonna look and not like anywhere else. And here's the underneath. It's got a screw there and a rivet. And it's like gray. Yeah, those rods. Oh yeah, and the back buffers aren't painted. Here's the top. You got a nice matte paintwork finish to the roof. Then you got a nice piece of plastic coal. But yeah, I really like this Thomas. Once I get the normal one, we can do a nice comparison, but I think I like this one a little bit more. And then this one also doesn't have the rivets. I really feel like the parts that lift this one are the silver side rods and the golden whistle. That's the parts that lift this thing. I'd kill to get like a second one of these and just take the whistles and the silver side rods and the face and just throw it onto the normal model and just lift it. Lift it to 1,000 times more. Just lift it 1,000 times more. But yeah, I'm going to compare this Thomas to a few others now, because I don't have the normal Thomas yet, so we're gonna compare them, and wow, you can really see it just shining in there. But we're gonna compare them now to a few others. Alright, so I grabbed a few Thomases to compare this thing to, and the first one we're gonna compare it to is its previous predecessor from 2019. The Trackmaster Push-Along Thomas. And as you can see here, it is literally chalk and cheese. This thing is a masterpiece compared to this. Like, look at that. Look at that. Just look at that, man. Honestly, the taller body works so much well with these bigger wheels. Also, I think... is he? I don't know. He might be a darker shade. I don't know if he's a darker shade, but one thing I can see is that he's not as glossy as this one here. Like, this one has a very glossy coat to it, while this one has more of a matte finish to its metal parts. I kind of miss the glossy coat that push-alongs have. It's something that I kind of miss with push-along and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the exact same face mold. I'm just looking at these. This looks like the exact same face mold, except with different printing on it. It might be the exact same face mold. But yeah, got the sides. Like, this is embuffed out, and it's so good. And then this, you just look at this. I mean, an advantage with this is the arch does line up with the wheel. But you look at that dip, and you're like, what? And then you look at this, and it's just so much more natural and flowing. But yeah, I don't know which one exceeds better at the back. Yeah, this one also feels a lot heavier than this one. But yeah, that was the Trapmaster Push-On Thomas. And now, as a bonus, I'm going to throw in the previous anniversary Push-Along Thomas, which is the Diamond Thomas. And honestly, both of these did their anniversary thing in a unique way. It's interesting to see these two side by side with each other. At the tops. But yeah, that was Diamond Thomas. Now we're gonna backtrack. And the first backtrack we're gonna make is to Adventures. And so first we're gonna compare it with the normal one, which is Squish Squash and all that. I still think this is the exact same face mold. I'm pretty sure these two... Yeah, these two share the same face mold, Adventures and Push-Along. So I'm pretty sure... Oops, that's Push-Along. I'm pretty sure this is also the same face mold right here. But yeah. Adventures was like a blessing and a curse. But yeah, I don't know really what to say. Alright, then here's the backs. Here's the sides. Yeah, here's the tops. But yeah, this one also dwarfs the new one also dwarfs it, just like the Trapmaster Push-Along. Yeah. But then we're gonna compare it to the talking one, which is actually pretty similar in height, actually. But it is also longer, the new one. But yeah. Honestly, I really don't know what to say at this point. I'm just rambling. I decided to take the camera down off the tripod so we can see the comparisons a little bit, but here is the sides of these two, and also I kind of threw in our third oldest member here, which is Take Along Thomas. Here's that comparison where, oh yeah, and Thomas has his hollow cab windows again, except this time the smaller one is also hollowed out compared to Take Along, where it's just the big one that's hollowed out. So that's a plus too. One thing's for sure, this guy is definitely a darker shade of blue compared to the Take Along. And here's the Talking Adventures. Here's the length comparison. Yeah, this guy's just longer in every way. Here's their fronts. Here's their backs. Yeah, all in all, I really like this Thomas. I really don't know what to give like a full thoughts on, but he's definitely, I definitely say he's better than the normal Thomas. I like him slightly better. I'll probably get that full thought once I get the normal Thomas, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Because the metallic parts really bring this guy to life, honestly. I'm not kidding. I would kill to get a second one of these, just to swap the metallic side rods and whistles onto normal Thomas, because that lifts this thing. Another thing I thought about doing, because yes, I will be using this in my series at some point. Obviously, the motorized models are like the main models used, but like this guy will be used for like maybe close-ups or something, like of like the wheels or something. I had an idea where like this thing could be used for like a braking shot, like where the engines are braking and like we clear a close-up of the rods, like because the rods don't move, so you could just do like a close-up shot like the engine's braking hard or something. And then you won't have to worry about like doing a close-up of the motorized model and getting the wheels, the rods turning and like, but then it's like with these, the rods don't move, so it's kind of like they're sharp braking. But yeah, I think that's enough of Thomas. Let's move on to his little Ruby trucks. Okay, before we move on to the Ruby trucks, I'm gonna bring this guy in here just for a quick comparison, just because I find it interesting how to like reuse, like they retooled the running board of the All Engines Go Thomas for this Thomas here, because you can see if you look towards the back, they are literally identical to each other, the back parts. So I find it weird they didn't paint the back buffers, considering these backs are pretty much the same as each other. But then the front here, they took the running board. It'd be easy to just line it up like this. They took the running board and they extended the front out to give us the dip at the front. It also explains why there's the huge gap at the front there compared to this, which looks nice and flush with the wheels and the undercarriage. And yeah, the undercarriage is also slightly grayer compared to the All Engines Go one. Like, actually, I know why they put the rivet in there. Because this one here has a plastic roof for like the cab. So they were able to put a screw there because it's a plastic piece. While this has a rivet because it's a metal roof. That is why this thing has a metal rivet in there instead of a screw. And that's why you can't take them apart. So yeah, that's why he's like that compared to the All Engines Go one that is completely all screws. Anyway, now let's get to the Ruby trucks. So these Ruby trucks right here are the main reason why I'm wearing this glove. I have to be very careful uncoupling these so I don't get my finger on that second one. But here's the little Ruby truck. You can literally see the GoPro reflecting itself in it. I want to know why these things rub off so easily compared to like the other metallic things Mattel has made. Like, why does, like, I'm pretty sure this guy's smoke box here is made of the same metallic type paint as these here, yet it doesn't rub off as easily when I put like my finger on it and just go like this all over it. it's not rubbing off. So I want to know why this does. Like, I want to risk it and like put my finger on it, but I don't at the same time. I'm scared. Oh. But yeah, here's a little Ruby truck. It's basically just the same as the All Engines Go minecart hopper, except it's all metallic. And honestly, I like that. The metallic lifts it, and it's got the red All Engines Go styled wheels instead of the CGI ones. Honestly, don't mind that. But then we got the little Ruby in here. And I want to know, wow, that came out easily. And then it snaps back in. Yeah, that pulled out easily compared to everyone else. Here's the little Ruby right here. Looks pretty nice. And then here's the inside of the truck. You can see a bit of where the metallic paint stopped. Let me throw that Ruby back in there. I'm gonna see how easy is it gonna be to take out this one. Whoa! What? Okay, I'm confused. That was very easy to pull out. What? Why are my rubies easy to pull out compared to everyone else's? What? I gave no strength to that. And it just came right out, huh? Okay, I'm confused now. Maybe mine is from like a later batch. I might need to see everyone else's production dates. But here's the underneath of the ruby. I love how you can actually see the red inside of the ruby as well. That's so cool. Let me grab the other hopper. It fell onto the floor here. Let's see, how does the ruby look in this? Okay, I like that. That looks kind of cool, seeing the ruby in the normal minecart. But is it gonna... Oh. And now it's stuck. Oh, dear. So my ruby little thing can come out in and out easily in this. But it gets stuck in this. Can someone explain this? Can someone explain that? I don't know what's going on. What? Why is it so simple? Why is mine so simple to pop in and out of the actual ruby truck? Did they alter this? Doesn't look like it. Oh, but if you look closely now, there's a bit of red. It's actually starting to chip off a little bit of the red on the inside there. Curious now, what about this ruby? That came out easily. We're gonna throw it into this minecart. Felt very tight going in. Oh dear. I don't understand. Why is this stuck in here, but it doesn't get stuck in its own? Actually, wait. I think I know why it gets stuck. This one here, the plastic is sort of bending inwards. This one here, yeah, it's still bending inwards. Does it have something to do with the peg? I'm confused. Whatever it is, I have 3 of these little minecarts now. And honestly, they all look nice together. Even the actual All Engines Go one. Trying to be careful here, so I don't smear these. Yeah, that's all the little minecarts. But yeah, I'm gonna hook them up to Thomas. And bring this whole little consist together. Look at that. This nice little ruby train going to Mattel headquarters. So, what are my final thoughts on the Mattel 80th Ruby Red Thomas? I'd say it's a pretty good little model. And it does have some things that are better than the normal Thomas, like the gold whistle and the silver rods. And other than little nitpicks, well, I don't know if I'd call paint rubbing off, which I haven't seemed to experience yet, but like when your fingers are like very sweaty and like they leave like warm fingerprint trails, I think that's what might cause it. Because I switched the glove to my other hand just so I could connect this a little better. But yeah, there was like a huge like white fingerprint heat stroke or whatever. I don't know what's called, being left behind, and that's probably what causes the metallicness to smear away. But on my rating scale, I'd give this guy a 9 out of 10. So yeah, what do you say we take this guy down to the layout and give him a little bit of a run, shall we? And that was the quick little running session of the Mattel 80th anniversary Ruby Red Thomas. So this is HornTube saying thanks for watching, bye for now, and the next video will probably either be yet another 80th anniversary review, or if we're very lucky, something special. It's most likely leaning towards 80th anniversary review at the moment, but yeah, we'll see.